Hi guys, welcome back to my podcast. welcome back. It's another episode, and this time it's a solo episode of just myself. Yeah, I've missed everybody. I have, sincerely. It's been a while. But welcome back guys. Welcome back to another episode. This episode is actually going to be like a New Year's edition, so it's like an end of the year / New Year's edition, and it's basically just to talk about just like a recap of the year, how it has been, and just basically chatting, having conversations of experiences, and just like transitioning into another year again. To make things fun, we're going to be playing like a little game where I have like about 10 random papers in there of handwritten questions that I'm going to ask myself about this year and just New Year stuff, and then I'm going to pick only 5 because I cannot answer all the 10 questions in this episode. We'll see which one I get to answer, because I hope I answer the fun ones or the ones that I actually want to answer, because some of those questions are deep, guys. They are really deep questions. I don't want to think too much. And the other 5 that I don't get to pick, I can read out the questions, but I will not be answering them. Okay. Ooh. This is paper. I have 10 papers in here, and I'm going to just select 5 of those. We'll see. Let's pick the first one. Am I scared? I don't want to pick the wrong paper because I know those questions. Anyways, pick the first one. Oh, why did I pick this one? Okay, so the first question says, describe this year in 3 objects. Is it a notebook, a mug, or a phone? This year in 3 objects. I have to pick one of these objects. I will say I guess I will say a notebook, because I feel like this year has just been more of like journaling experiences, and I didn't really do so much like the way I thought that I would do, but I did get a lot of things poured into me, and a lot of things that I wrote down just to gain experience and just for knowledge sake. So I would say it's like I won't. A notebook seems kind of isolating to me, so that's why I would say a notebook, because when it comes to like making a lot of connections, like I didn't really go outside of my circle this year. The same people that I knew last year is pretty much the same people that I knew this year, so like it wasn't really much of a new thing or making connections with. That's why I didn't choose a phone, and I didn't choose a mug, because mug seems more of comfort to me, something that's just warm, and I don't think this year was so warm to me. So I think a notebook, just of journaling experiences and just having things like written down and just noting it for the future sake. I think that's more like what this year looked like for me. So yeah. Second question. Hey, I don't tear Ramu. Oh, okay. Share one intention you have about your health this for next year. Health. I feel like that's one area I don't really prioritize. So health, I would say, if there's any intention I have about my health for next year, basically just to eat healthy. I think it's very easy to eat a lot of junks, especially when you feel like, oh, you're young, you can just take as much sugar as you can now, but those things affect your body in the long run. So I like to eat a lot of, I would say I have a sweet tooth, so if I start eating something sweet, I can't really stop myself. I'll just keep going on and on and on, like till that thing finishes and I have no ways of getting my hands on it. One of those things for me is juice. Like I love juice, I love soft drinks, I love sweet things that are liquid. So I definitely need to tone down on some of those things next year and just focus on more healthy diets, or just being more intentional about what we're eating. Yeah, I would say that's the intention I have for my health next year. God help me. Amen. For next year, what's one thing you are giving a soft yes to and a gentle no for? Hmm. This one is, yeah. Let me think. These questions, they are so serious. I haven't even thought about some of these things like by myself. But a soft yes. I think I would say yes to more creativity. This year I didn't do much when it comes to like my content. I feel like I slacked a lot. I can count the number of videos I released and produced, or like number of videos I actually brought out. So I think I was so pumped out at the start of the year saying, oh, I'm going to release this, I'm going to do that, and I had all these plans, but actually doing them was a struggle. And I don't know if it's because maybe my priorities changed. I think this has been a thing for me since 2023. I've been like, oh yeah, when I come to Canada, I'm going to do all manner of content, and I think that I did, but I just didn't do them the way that I thought I would do them, or as much as I think that I should have. And that's something that I'm going to say soft yes to for next year, to try to put out more content, more intentional content, um, and just release more videos. And a soft no would be for maybe things that don't need my time and attention or energy. But sometimes I think it's okay to say no and choose yourself, and that's something I definitely need to encourage going forward to 2026. I probably get a nice question this time. The other questions have been okay, but it's my fourth one. This is like a long one. Why are these questions so deep? Like, what's going on? uh, this one says a sentence to your past self, a sentence to this year, and a sentence to next year's version of you. Okay. Um, a sentence to my past self. I would say like be kinder to yourself. I think that most times whenever I think of my past self, I always think of the moments that I kind of regretted, or the moments where I felt like I could have done more, I could have. That's what I always say whenever I think of my past, like embrace even the mistakes that you made, because it's part of the version of yourself that you will probably see in the future. If you didn't make all those mistakes and do all those things, maybe you wouldn't be where you are today. So I would say, yeah, be kinder. The sentence to myself this year would be like, it's just like more like an encouragement of saying, oh yeah, you were really strong. Yeah, just an encouragement to myself for keeping it together throughout the year. And the sentence to next year's version of me, I cannot wait to see what you're gonna be doing and what you're going to become next year. Last one, guys. Should I go for the middle? Let me go for the middle one. Middle one's a charm, and I just made that up. Finish the sentence. This year has taught me. This year has taught me patience. Patience, yeah, I would say patience. There was something that I was trusting God for this year, and it only happened at the last minutes of the year. So I would say like God really taught me patience this year, and then just how to be during the waiting period of your life and waiting season. So I am done with my 5 questions. I'm done. I finished, but I still have 5 other questions that was written down, and I like to just read it out for you guys, just so that you guys can probably answer these questions by yourself, or maybe if I have more time, I could throw in 1 or 2 words on each of those questions. Explain in 1 sentence your highest moments and your lowest moments this year. So you guys, what was your highest and your lowest moments? This one is for you to think about. I'm not answering this because I don't want to share. Thank God I didn't pick that one. This one says, share 1 intention you have for your creativity / relationships next year. I will say though, I wish I got this one because I like this question. But I would say for relationships especially, I do plan to be more. I would say I'm a friendly person, but I think I keep it as friendliness. I do not go the extra mile to actually have conversations with people. So I do want to be more open to having conversations with people, just because you never know where conversations lead to, and it's just another way to meet amazing people. We need people, community. You need them anywhere you are in life, because it's just through people we literally rise by lifting others. So I do want to build more relationships and more connections in 2026. Okay. Hey, this one is long. Oh my. This one is so long. Sorry guys, it's just too long. I can't. Okay. What are you living in this year? One thing I'll live in this year is a habit I think I have, is starting and not finishing. I even wrote it here. Starting something and not finishing. I think that's one thing that I struggle with. I'll be very passionate at first when I start the thing, but just to complete it and see it through the end, I struggle with that, and I want that to die by fire in 2025, because 2026 we're going to start, we're going to complete, and we're going to post our completion. And then the last one that I could have answered is, drum roll please. I don't know what kind of drum that is, but I'll take it like that. What's your intention for your peace next year? What do you guys think? What would you answer to that? I would say mine is trying to keep my peace. I don't know whether I just answered the question by literally rephrasing it, but yeah, anything I can do to try to keep my peace. If I need to cut off communications, if I need to stay by myself more, if I need to quit social media for a time, anything that literally I can do to just make sure that I am actually at peace with myself and an environment of peace, I will be doing that for sure. And I hope you will too. That is a wrap for me, guys. Thank you so much for being part of my 2025 journey. Thank you so much for still subscribing to my channel despite the few times that I post or actually post intentional videos. Thank you guys for the journey since 2021. I started this channel 2021. It's going to be 5 years next year, guys. 5 years of doing community with you guys. The Life of Eternami podcast, guys. I mean, now I changed my YouTube name to Nami Creations, which was a big deal for me as well, because Life of Eternami was literally a part of my branding for such a long time, and then to switch that, it was just because I knew that it was supposed to be bigger than podcast and vlogging, and I didn't want to have the name or the experience of the channel restricted to a name, and that's why I made that change. But you guys have stuck to me every single moment of the year. I have over 400 plus guys in my community, and for that I really do thank you. Thank you so much. I am grateful, and I do keep you guys in mind. I still want to release more content, but you just have to stay tuned, because you know what it is content after content for those people that want to see content. The OG guys will know what I mean by content after content. Only the OG can know. But yeah, thank you so much, and stay tuned. Happy New Year, and I hope that this year brings you everything that you deserve, everything that you pray to God for that is in His will. I pray that you get it this year, and I pray that this year will cause you more joy than pain. I pray that you even in pain, that you would find strength and you would use that strength to fight your battles. And yeah, that's it, guys. That's it. It's a wrap for me this year. And I will see you guys next year by God's grace. Bye for now.